I am Jagdeesh Singh. I've been actively involved in promoting awareness about soldiers from Punjab, the Indian subcontinent, their role, unrecognised role in key British military history. We are one of the unique families which happen to have three generations, one after the next, who've all served in the British Indian Army. My great-great-grandfather, going back three generations, Subedar Basant Singh, he joined up with the 1st Sikh Infantry in 1850. The 1st Sikh Infantry was one of the first regiments formed following the military conquest of Punjab and the annexation of Punjab into the Greater India, map of India. And there was an active campaign to recruit soldiers from Punjab because they were found to be very solid, robust, courageous soldiers. Since then, you have two further generations, the next generation being Basant Singh and then thereafter Magar Singh, all continuing a family tradition of participating in British Indian military armies. When they first arrived in France in 1915, my grandfather, for example, they were received with great acclaim, great welcome. These guys, these beards and turbans, wonderful, they're now going to save France. We are going to have a free France to come. Wonderful. Women were kissing them, embracing them, and there's many pictures of that. You've got the iconic picture of a French woman sticking a poppy on a Sikh soldier in a parade in Paris. There's many, many iconic images. Grandfather tells me that the French women were fascinated with us. They wanted to marry us, have children with us and all sorts. But we fought through the 4 years of the battle. And yet at the end of it, the French attitude had gone from great welcome and acclaim to derision and racism, that they couldn't get rid of us fast enough. And they made negative, nasty comments about us, our beards and turbans, and equally about our horses. Tragically, that negative attitude is still present today in France. Today, if you look at the laws of France, tragically there are now laws in place, recent laws, which actually forbid a person like me from applying for a driving license, forbid me from being a school teacher in France, forbid me from holding any job in public service, and forbid children, Sikh children, Punjabi children, from going to school in mainstream France because turban and beard. And it asks, it begs and burns the obvious question. We were good enough for you when you wanted us to fight for your homes and country. Now, what's gone wrong now? We're not good enough for you now. This gap, this vacuum in history and vacuum in public knowledge contributes to so many multiple social tensions, from obvious racism to subtle racism, to a lack of affinity, a lack of embracing the non-white image, the turban and bearded image, the black face. This peters out into not just direct knowledge of the soldier, the Sikh soldier, the Caribbean soldier, the Punjabi Indian soldier. It actually affects us in day-to-day life today. In all this paraphernalia that we should be recognised, we should be included. Why are we left out of history? I think one vital message that I would like to hammer home is that we are not seeking to be exclusive. We are wanting, just like the white English, Scottish and Welsh soldier, who was just as much, in my view, a victim of this whole geopolitical war making. They too were victims. The ordinary Briton, the ordinary English, Irish, Scottish, Welsh, they were victims. They had no gains. They suffered, they lost, they suffered the brutalities of the war, fighting along with people like my grandfather. We want to share that commonality, that you, us, we're together in this, and that raising the stories of these ordinary soldiers is about covering all of these people. All of us, side by side, image by image, story by story, we are together on this. Let's be together.